so the 333rd Rifle Division is gonna activate. So they are here. They are buddies with 1st Tank Corps, so they are not mixed. Headquarters is here, and the other one is here. They have support, but just limited support. They are fresh though, so that's pretty good. Now the question is, do we want to push against the Stumpfeld and try to surround Surovikino, or do we want to push south towards Sisoikin, or maybe both? So let's see how the activation goes, the snafu goes. So we're not gonna enter prepared defense, and we are fresh +1, we are not coordinated, no fatigue, no mixed formation against Pacific. We are at optimal distance. The combat trains are over here. Now we can trace over here. Yeah, we trace over here, so we are using tracks because the MSR goes up here at this crossroad and then up here and here. So, but we are at optimal distance. We are now crossing the streams, so +1 for fresh, +1 for optimal distance, -1 for crossing the streams, and -1 for using tracks. So it's a net 0. And I rolled a 3, not the greatest rolls on the Soviet activations this turn, so it's just enough to get a partial. So we get 1 objective marker, we get 1 artillery point. So this actually is a bit of a bummer. So that the 11th Panzer detachment that this is pretty scary. I think maybe we let them come to us and we try to do a bit of both. By going to this river bend, we can attack these units and try to menace the HQ here, and also cut off Surovikino while trying to, you know, go down these tracks and maybe push south from this way. So I'm gonna place the objective on this, on Buddenbrock, I don't know, from Kampfgruppe Stumpfeld, this alarm battalion. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty straightforward attack. So this battalion, the second of the 1116, is gonna attack, supported by the 1120. Gonna use the artillery. They are in terrain. Okay, they are in the hill. So we go with 3. We are not supported because we have limited support only, so 3. Not double objective, +2 for the artillery, so 5, +1 for the support is 6. And Stumpfeld, they have no support, they are not in prepared defense, so they are just 3, +1 for the terrain is 4. So a meager +1 on this attack. No, sorry, +2. So I rolled an 8. 8 + 2 is a 10. 10 is a A1 if the defender is in prepared defense. They are not, and a situational retreat. So no losses and a retreat. These guys move back 3 hexes, 1, 2, 3, behind the river. They get to advance, but yeah, traffic. I don't think I'm gonna move through this hex, but you know, for completeness sake. I'm gonna place, they are done, they assisted, so they are done. Now, do we want to attack over here as well? I think we do. Can you see up here? Yeah. So these guys are gonna assist, and these guys, the second of the 1120 is gonna attack here. They are in terrain as well. We don't have any artillery. Oof, it's gonna be pretty tough, this one, but I think we need to try. So it's gonna be just 3 + 1 for the assist is 4, versus 3 + 1 for the terrain is 4. So it's an even attack. No modifiers. And we rolled an 8. Not great, but not terrible. It's the A1 and the situational. So again, here is not key terrain. So I think the attacker suffers a stop loss. Yeah, but the defenders are gonna retreat from this hill. So they flip. Oops. And they move back 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're gonna go behind the river. So this is just a 4-step unit, so they are down to 3 now. Okay, pretty costly attack. Whoops. But we'll take it. I mean, we're trying to mess the MSR of this formation, so I'm taking it. Next one. So I have in the objective zone this battalion as well, and they are still on the deployed side. Maybe it's worth taking an attack over there as well. So I think this battalion is going to advance on the hill. For 1. It's just one moving uphill, right? Yeah, with leg units. Okay. Now these guys are all done, but these guys are not. So this guy is gonna go 1, 2. And the third of the 11-16 is gonna attack, supported by the first of the 11-16. So we still don't have support, we don't have artillery, so it's just a 4 versus a 3. No terrain. Does the 11? Oh, the 11 Panther has support though. So again, it's a 4 versus a 4. Even Steven. Ooh, we rolled a 12. Now this was a worthy attack. So it's D1 and Defender automatic retreat. So they are already flipped. They go back to the HQ over here. And they suffer a step loss. And we take the crossroad here. Not bad for an assault against an elite motorized unit. Okay, but yeah, they were deployed, so they are only 3. So that's the price of rushing to the front without proper preparation. And I think that's it. Because yeah, we could attack over there. This is a retreating unit because they are in the objective. Oh no, they are not, sorry. This was the objective zone, so 1, 2, no. So I think we are out of options for attacks. Maybe a bit of redeployment. So since we are shifting our attack on this side, maybe one of these battalion can redeploy over there. This one for sure can push forward. So we can go 1, 2, since we have a limited activation. And so this Balkas, these Chir River beds, they cost, yeah, +1 for leg units. So if I want to cross it, I'll need to stop here. Oh, but I could, yeah, I can simply flip to the movement side. So I have 4 movement points, and I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 333rd is pushing westward. Yeah, we have pretty defined front now. I'm just a bit scared about these tanks because these units are in the open. Yeah, but that's tank country. Pretty open ground. This infantry is gonna get smacked. So we reset, remove the traffic marker, remove the objective, and we roll for fatigue. We did a combat, so 1, 2, 3 to increase fatigue. And we roll a 4, so that's very important. We keep our fresh status. Check for isolation, but yeah, the HQ has 6 range, so everybody is in range. These guys can trace a safe path here, but also through friendly units, so they are good. Now the question is, do we want a second activation? So I think we do. We are gonna try. But I rolled a 4. Ooh, but they are still fresh, so +1 is a 5. It's enough to get a second activation. That's great. So let's roll. We still have +1 for fresh. No other modifiers on the first part of the table. We are at optimal distance, +2, but we are crossing the streams, -1, and we are using trucks, so it's a net 0 again. Let's see if we can get a full activation now. Whoops. And I rolled a 7. So yes, barely enough to get a full activation. That's good. So we have 3 artillery points, and we can have 2 objective markers or 1 double objective marker. And I think we are in a good position to surround here Surovikino. If we manage to dislodge these units, we can place a unit here and then cut off this unit. They won't have a safe path, and we are going to help the 119th on the siege of Surovikino. So I think we are going to go for a double objective, and on the southern flank we are just going to hold. Yeah, so we are going to place it here on this alarm battalion. This way we can attack here and here as well if we want to. But first things first, we need to dislodge this unit so that we can attack this one. Or actually, we don't need to attack this one, we just need to place a unit here. But now, wait, they don't have a zone of control here because they are not on the deployed side. So we can be bold here. The question is, do we want to surround this unit and then attack it by moving a unit here so that they suffer step losses if they need to retreat? Or do we want to try and push it away first and then move here? Maybe along this river, which is actually a better defensible terrain. So this is one of these cases where I think it's better to actually first try to dislodge this unit and then move in, because otherwise they are gonna be here and they'll have 5 units defending the city. But on the other side, yeah, they will be cut off if they don't manage to take them out, to relieve them. So that's yeah, you know, I'm gonna play it safe. So we are gonna try to first dislodge this unit. So we're gonna move this battalion here, yeah, and this battalion here. They are in the open, right? Yeah. Actually, they are already cut off this way because, yeah, they have a zone of control here. Oops. On the bank of the river, and the battalion that I just moved now is cutting them off as well. So maybe, yeah, otherwise I'll need to double stack to attack them without surrounding them. So yeah, let's do it like this. So these second battalion of the 1120 is gonna attack here, supported by this one. They are gonna spend 1 artillery point to barrage the hex. So let's go. 3. We have just limited support, so no bonus in attack. We are in a double objective zone this time, so +1, so we go to 4. +2 for the suppression is a 6, +1 for the assist is a 7. Versus a 3. Stumpfeld, Kampfgruppe Stumpfeld has no support, so it's just a 3. They are not in prepared defense, they are not in terrain, so yeah, that's just 3, 5, 6, 7. So it's +4. That's pretty good attack. Rolled a 6. +4 is a 10. So a 10 is A1 only if the defender is in prepared defense, and they are not, and the D situational retreat. However, they have no safe path since they are cut off from both sides by Soviet battalions. So let's check the retreat execution chart. So voluntary retreat, no it's not. No safe path, yes they don't have. So -1 step and no retreat. The attacker doesn't lose any step and the defender stays in place but loses 1 step. Yeah, I was hoping to at least inflict 2 losses, but better than nothing. Sorry, Germans, we use the dark ones. Okay, but now Surovikino is surrounded, so we are in a good position. Now the question is, do I want to push and lock in the city even more? I think I want to. So again, these units don't have a zone of control because they are not deployed, so I can move freely up here. So these guys are gonna go 1, 2, 3. These guys are gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I need to form a line here. These guys are gonna go 1, 2, 3. These guys are gonna flip on their deployed side, and they wanna go 1, 2. And I think that's it. It's pretty good salient. These guys are holding the southern flank. Let me check if they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I need to redeploy the headquarters as well because they are not in command otherwise. So the headquarters is gonna move just 2 hexes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so everybody's in command still. Still fresh. They have the artillery. Yeah, the question was, what do I want to attack here as well? They are just a 2, but they are beyond the river. But then I have to advance, and I'm exposed to counterattacks. I think for now I'm good focusing on just sieging Surovikino, and then maybe we will push to Novoderbenovsky, but in future turns. I mean, it's only the first day of the battle, so no need to rush. Anybody else I want to reposition? This guy here is pretty exposed, but again, yeah, I think he's in a quieter part of the front since 11th Panzer is moving on the sides of 1st Tank Corps. So these guys, yeah, they are a bit at risk, but we need to risk something. What we can do now, we have 2 artillery points, we can barrage these guys in the open. So I think, yeah, maybe these 2 units which are stronger. Gonna spend 1 point to barrage this one and 1 point to barrage this one because I can't spend any more points. So first a barrage against von Buddenbrock, I don't know, is in the open, so I need 3 or better. And I rolled a 1, so nothing. And against Engert. And I rolled a 1 as well, so nothing. Ineffective barrages. I think it was pretty good activation, so remove the objective. We did an attack, so it's 1, 2, 3. Oof, and our luck has run out. We rolled a 1, so they lose the fresh status. That's never good news. Isolation losses, we don't have any, since everybody's in HQ range and has a safe path. It's again a pretty good salient, I think. And that was the second activation, so they are done. So let's see, only 2 formation in the cup, so I'm just drawing 1, and let's see who it is. And it's Kampfgruppe Stumpfeld. So the 3rd Cavalry Corps is gonna be the last one to activate, even if I basically drew them every turn. Okay, so the situation for Kampfgruppe Stumpfeld is not the best. So they are 1 fatigue, they have no support. They have been pushed back behind this branch of the Chir River, and they are surrounded in Surovikino. So two ways we can go about this. We can try to push back and reopen a way, otherwise all these units are going to suffer step losses, which is pretty tough since they are only 3 steps unit. Okay, 4 here and 4 as well. Okay, so they can hold a while, but it's gonna be pretty tough. And I mean, I only have these 2 action rating units here, which are pretty terrible at attacking, so I would need to move these guys over, but again, this one is exerting a zone of control here, so I think it's hard to be able to relieve the Surovikino units in this turn, because again, I'll probably need to reposition these guys to defend south and flip these guys. At least they have 3 action rating to attack over here, but it's gonna take a while. We have a police battalion here, but again, it's just a 2. So it's a pretty tough situation for them. But yeah, we have a lot of units here, so we have 2 choices. Either we try to get them out and then retreat and defend the other objectives. But anyway, we first need to try to relieve them. So let's go for... the other question is, do we want to enter prepared defenses? I think no, not yet, again, because we are trying to relieve them. So we go straight for an activation. So we have fatigue of 1. They're not mixed. The trains are just here off camera and are optimal distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. They are not using tracks. Or are they? Actually, no, there is... I don't know, because this road goes here. and it's a secondary road, but since it's in a, like, not a full hex, I don't think it's in play. So maybe they should trace it here. Well, let's roll, and if it's like, if that -1 is makes a difference, we'll see. So right now is -1 for fatigue and +1 for optimal distance, and that's it. So it's a straight roll. And I rolled a 3, so it does make a difference because if they are using tracks, it's gonna be a -1. So let me double check. Okay, yeah, so I double checked the rules, and like first page of the rules says that only hexes that are shown as half or more are playable. So this tiny bit is not playable. So actually there is no link between these roads, I think. So they need to trace down here or like down here. So they are using tracks, so it's a -1, so they fail the activation. Also, I noticed one thing that I played wrong. So the KV unit, let me zoom out. The KV unit that was independent, I assigned it to first tank corps, but actually in the first turn there is no assignment phase, so I could have not done that. So in the first turn they can't move. So I'll put them back. So I placed them back over here, and luckily they didn't attack anybody, so we are good. And we can focus back on Kampfgruppe Stumpfeld, which just failed, so it's activation of the Meager 2. They don't roll for fatigue. They can flip units. Do I want to go for a failure flip? Yeah, but I mean, these guys are gonna suffer anyway now, so, you know, just and then I need a 6 to activate again. So you know what, I'm gonna do a failure flip. I can reduce fatigue by 1 level, and then I apply isolation effects. So, oh, but I can't flip units. Okay, no. So no failure flip. I'm gonna take just a failure, which allows me to at least to flip these units so they are deployed, and that gives them at least a bit of defense, and apply isolation effects. Okay, so that's just the difference. So these guys don't have a safe path. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm using the counters here, otherwise it's gonna be a mess. So they are down to 3 steps, 2 steps, and so yeah, both units lost a step. So it's a pretty brutal situation for Kampfgruppe Stumpfeld, and I'm not gonna try second activation because, again, if I fail again, maybe they are gonna lose a step more, so they are done for the turn. And now we have, last but not least, let's see. Yep, finally the 3rd Cavalry Corps. Last unit to activate this turn. And here they are. So not much to do, I think, for them, but we're gonna see. So they have just 3 divisions. Yeah, they are marked as divisions. They are probably under strength divisions, as always with Soviet armies. They're pretty powerful one, even if they are just a couple. So they have faction rating of 4. This one is a 3. So maybe there is something we can do with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they are just in command range. Actually, maybe we can try and push along this main road to try and clear it and help prepare the ground for 7th Tank Corps to smash down towards Blizelmenici. Well, okay, I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. Blizelmenici. Maybe we can try to move these units away. Yeah, they are in the hills. I think we can try that. So let's go for activation. We have fatigue 1. We are not mixed. The blob is here. So -1. The trains are at optimal distance. They are over here. They are not using tracks. They are along this main road. But are they crossing the streams? Let me check. No, because the MSR of the 1st Tank Corps and the 333rd goes down here. So they are actually fine. So it's +1 for optimal distance, -1 for fatigue, and that's 0. and we roll a 10. So full activation for them. Actually, maybe they are gonna do something. So they place the double objective here on this hill 106, and they got they get 2 artillery points. Yeah. So this division is moving here for half. These guys got half, 1.5, and the 5 division is gonna attack supported by the 6th. We're gonna use 1 artillery point, and let's go. So 4 action rating, they are not supported. +1 for double objective is 5. 6, 7 for the artillery, and 8 for the support. These guys here, so they are defending, I think, with these guys, otherwise this one might be destroyed. So they have a 3. They are supported 4. They are in prepared defense 5. They are in terrain 6. And there are 2 units in the hex, so it's a 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So +1 for the attacker. It's actually a pretty tough spot to attack. I rolled a 7, +1 is an 8. That's not gonna be good enough, right? Yeah, A1 and this situational. So the defender in prepared defense, they are gonna take a step loss. So yeah, so the situation, it was just an exchange, 1 step loss for 1 step loss, and we're gonna spend the last artillery point to barrage this alarm battalion, Erdmann, which is in the open. We're gonna spot with this guy. So they are not in prepared defense, we just need a 3. And we roll a 4, so they are suffering a step loss. So actually a pretty useful activation for 3rd Cavalry Corps, even if we had to wait a bit to see it. They are done, they don't have any more units. So we remove this, we check fatigue. We did an attack, so 1, 2, 3, but no, I rolled a 6 on the red die, so they are good. No isolation losses. And do we want to try a 2nd activation? Well, why not? So we need a 5 or better. Oops. And I rolled a 3, so no. That's it. That's the end of the first day, the 7th of December 1942, along the Chir River. So the situation is like that, and I think it gives a pretty good idea of how the system works. And we'll see again for the 2nd day, the 8th. Nobody gets reinforcements, but there will be some replacements, and let's see. Thank you, and see you soon.